to be on this evening because the last couple of weeks, or last few weeks, I have and my family have had COVID. It's not much fun, if I'm being honest. I don't recommend it. But and for the last week or so, my dad had to go in and then come back out of hospital, and my mom wasn't well, and so I've been staying with them to help them through the worst. And so it's been a bit of a rough time, but we're coming out the other end. We're just starting to get our energy back a little bit. And although I'm not quite ready to speak for 15 minutes, you'll be happy to know, I thought I would jump on and just share a little. So obviously over the last few weeks, things have not been great. And a lot of you have known what has been going on. So I just wanted to say a big thank you. Thank you so much to everyone who has been praying along with us. And thank you so much for all the offers of support and offers of shopping and whatever else that came. Those offers were really amazingly appreciated. We really did benefit a lot from people offering their support over the last few weeks, albeit that it was very weird to know what to do or how to answer the door or whatever it was that we had to do. So thank you. And thank you for praying with us. And thank you for filling in and trying to keep things going when I wasn't able. The reflection, though, in it all is it really made me think over the last wee while, especially as I was spending time with mum and dad and thinking about all the offers of support and stuff, and then being with them and people from church and their friends and family as well, just turning up at the door and dropping soup off and dropping food off and whatever else was going on to get them through the worst. And these are all friends from church and friends from Christian family and friends and just family as well. But it really made me think of these verses. So in John 13, Jesus is speaking to his disciples, and he says this: "So now I am giving you a new commandment. Love each other. Just as I have loved you, you should love each other. Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples." There were points over the last few weeks where it was just horrible, and as I've said on Facebook already, we didn't have it anywhere near as bad as some do, but even in our case, it was horrible, and the fact that actually people were praying alongside us and praying with us and making sure that we had what we need and making sure that we were supported and making sure that we were loved and giving us encouraging messages through was just amazing. Not only did it lift us from a horrible place, and not only did it give us encouragement, but for people who aren't that way inclined or don't know what to say or aren't Christians, these are the things that are going to make people know and make people pay attention. That when we go out of the way to love one another, when we set ourselves apart and make an effort like that, it really does make a huge difference. But then it also got me thinking a little bit as well about even this amazing support. Because of our human nature, it is limited to a degree. There's only so much we can do. And it made me appreciate all over again just what Jesus really did for us. Just the fact that that although people are able to support during hard times, it is humanly limited. But God gives us so much more. That God goes beyond death and beyond sin and through sin and death and defeated that so that we could be safe, we could be secure, and we could be loved in Him. And it's an echo of that love that He wants us to show. It's an echo of that love um, that He wants us to pass on and to show to one another. Um, but how amazing that even when we suck and even when everything is going wrong, and we feel like we're at the end of our rope, um, that God has gone before us, that God is with us, and that God has done so much more for us. That God is not limited by our humanness, but that God can do so much more. That in God we are more than conquerors. That in God we are infinitely loved. That in God we can be brother and sister with people who we have very little in common with other than God, and that we can love each other because He first loved us. Keep thinking on that. I will, and hopefully this week I will have the energy to get back into stuff, and get back doing a few bits and bobs, and you'll hopefully see those coming up online. God bless you all. Stay safe, and love each other. Amen.